Hello everyone. This course is for learning the basics of Python. Today, we will learn about what is Python. Let's start with the index of today's lecture. Today's lecture is divided into 4 sections. First, we will find out exactly what Python is, and then learn how to install Python by installing it together. When the installation is complete, we will start using Python programs and practice in the final section. In the first section, we will mainly explain about what Python is and what things we can do using Python. Python is an interpreted, object-oriented, high-level programming language with dynamic semantics. Since Python is simple and easy to learn, many beginners start studying programming with Python. Using Python, we can do many tasks by using various modules provided by Python. For example, we can use Python for system utility, GUI programming, web programming, database programming, data analysis, and lots of other tasks. We will now install Python in our computer together. First, click the URL above and go to the Python download page and click the yellow button to download Python program. Remember to download the right program for your computer system. As I mentioned, first click the URL above in this lecture note, and then you can directly go to the Python downloading page. In here, please click the yellow button to download Python program. Remember to download the right program for your computer system. For example, if your computer is Linux or Mac OS, please click this one and download in this site. And then, when the download is complete, please click the downloaded file. If you click this downloaded file, then setup page will pop up, like you can see in here, and we also can see this in our lecture note. Like in here, if your computer uses Windows system, then check the box below. You can see in here, add Python 3.10 to path. Please check this and click install now. You can see in here. If you use Mac, just click continue and agree to finish the download. Now Python installation is complete. Let's get started with Python. To start Python, we can use Python shell. Python shell is the interpreter that executes your Python programs, other pieces of Python code, or simple commands. To start Python shell, run Python program in Windows system. For example, in your keyboard, please push Windows key and R, and in here, enter Python like this and push enter. Then you can run Python shell. As you can see in here, this is Python shell. If you use Mac, open terminal and enter Python 3. In Python shell, we can use computation, printing, variable, and many other words. Unfortunately, Python shell is uncomfortable when creating multiple lines of complex source code. Also, if you close the interpreter, the program disappears and cannot be used again. Then, what should we use instead of Python shell? As a solution, we can use Python editors like IDLE, which is idle. To use idle, start idle program in Windows or open idle application if you're using Mac. For example, in Windows, click the Windows here and find Python. As you can see in here is Python folder, and if you click this, you can find idle in here. Please click and run this program. As you can see, this is idle shell of the Python program. Idle shell provides the same function as PowerShell. Now, Let's make and run Python program using idle. First, go to File section in here and select New File. And then you can go this one. Let's type the code to print hello world. I will explain about this code in the practice section later. If you finish to enter your code, go to File section and select Save and save this file wherever you want. I'll save in here, and whatever name you want. I'll save this like this, and then go to Run section and select Run module to run program. As you can see in here, the program is executed well. Now, let's practice more with some problems that I have prepared. For practice 1, find the sum and average of 100, 70, and 40, and then print them. Let's go to idle shell and make new file. First, let's allocate the value 100 to the variable x and value 70 to y and 40 to z. Then add 3 variables and allocate the value into new variable sum. Also, according to the average formula, divide the sum of 3 variables by 3 and allocate the average value into new variable average. Now, print the value of sum and average by using print function. The codes are complete. Let's get them to work. Before loading the program, we should save this. When we run this program, and then the result is like this. We can distinguish the form of value by using comma. You can see here. For example, divided by comma, the left side marked with quotation marks will be printed in the form of letters, just like this, while the right side without quotation marks will be printed in the form of numbers that were assigned to the variables. Like you can see, the sum is printed in this print function. Actually, there are more types of formats we can use to print, but we will learn other formats later. Now, let's practice another one. For practice 2, print a version of Python in your computer. Go to idle shell again and make new file. In order to print a version of Python, we need to import library, which is sys, S-Y-S. Then print a version of Python by using sys.version. Like this, using print function, we print sys.version. And save this again. And then we run the program. You can see this Python version in here. To the end of the practice, our lecture has been finished. Thank you for watching.